Hello and welcome. Complex SQL replacement means we replace complex placeholders or variables in SQL statements with dynamic values during execution. This is different from what we've seen before with a simple SQL replacement of placeholders. We've seen this SQL and a replacement placeholder is found that says choose branch ? And when you replace that with something like Sydney or Perth, the final SQL will say something like select from data where year equals and branch equals whatever we put in there. So it is only going to replace this area. The rest are the original SQL statement. If we look at this complex SQL, you will notice that instead of and branch, we only have and. So this portion of the placeholder must have the field equals value to return. And same here, so that the and will work. So it'll be and field equals value, and field equals value, and so on. Whereas back here, we have and branch equals just the value. So it's just value that we're expecting. So to illustrate, let's execute this and see what happens. So here we choose a company. If we were to, or branch, if we were to say Sydney, that will still work, because what will happen is that it knows to also say and branch equals Sydney. The portion that will be returned will be branch equals Sydney, as opposed to just Sydney. That's the purpose of having this kind of complex SQL. You will notice that the branch itself is there, company is there, account is there. So it does know how to formulate a field equals value. Now, the other difference here is that because you have a way to formulate the correct field equals value, it doesn't have to be, it can be a little bit more complex, such that if you have 10-30, what that means is that company will be converted not to just equals, but to a range, wherein company is greater than or equal to 30 to 10 and less than or equal to 30. So it is a more complicated SQL clause that will be returned. And for example, you can have say Perth, and what this means is that over here it will return the value and branch in Sydney, Perth. So it'll become an in statement. And if you want also, we can have a percentage sign and separated by a comma, and it will know how to convert this correctly. So let's just submit this and see if it makes sense. So it's executing the SQL code it created, and we can see that it does follow what we wanted. So branch is Sydney or Perth, because we said Sydney, Perth. Company is from 10 to 20 to 30, so it shows 20 as well. And then account has everything beginning with 1 and everything beginning with 2. So it seems that it has worked. That is an example of complex SQL replacement. It's a situation wherein the SQL developer only provides very simple placeholders without having to code complicated SQLs like or in or range and so on. At the same time, it gives a powerful self-service discovery tool for the business users because all he has to do is worry about the data and not how the SQL is written. That's all for complex SQL replacement for now. Thank you very much.